Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 685. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, you can do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it so you don't miss an upload if you feel called to do so. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, so if you do decide to subscribe, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to say is if you are interested in a little bit of a free reading or free messages, check the description box down below. So I saw on the clock that it said 10:22 p.m. Now it says 10:23 p.m. and I feel like those are signs about the numbers 122 and 123. Zeros can represent cycles, so it does feel like there could be an energy here that you are trying to release, embrace, or both. 122 is a message to remember that change starts with you, and 123 is about trusting that everything happens for a reason, exactly the way that it's meant to. I feel like this trust could also make it easier to be the change that you wish to see in some way. It feels pretty deep, a little bit complex, so it's hard to describe, but I'm going to get into interpreting the number 685 now. The number 6 is about unconditional love. I just felt something here about give and take, or the energy of the Six of Pentacles card. It can also be a devilish temptation type of energy. There could be something here that is tempting you to invest in and expand self-destructive feelings and actions. It's hard to not be self-destructive when, I don't know, I just think in general it's hard because life can be hard, but it's important that you find the strength within you. It's there, you just need to find it, to say no to what you don't deserve, not only from others but also from yourself. Important boundaries with yourself are just as important as boundaries with other people, so don't accept anything that you say or do to yourself that you would not accept from someone else. What advice would you give someone that you love and care about? And then take that advice, because you deserve to love and care about yourself. The energy of unconditional love towards self feels particularly strong here. It's definitely more focused on you than other people. I mean, sometimes as a reading usually is, but the number 8 is about letting go. I keep burping, and I don't know why. I haven't eaten in hours. But burping for me is a sign that something needs to be released. So really the emphasis here on the ending of a cycle, or bringing an unhealthy cycle to an end, an unhealthy way of thinking, unhealthy actions, decisions, patterns. might resonate with going through some sort of detox, whether it's spiritual, it could have to do with food. It just feels like you're trying to clear your body of too much darkness, I want to say. As I was saying, the number 8 is about letting go. And that message, of course, has already been affirmed by the burps, but it's also important. That number reminds you how important it is to remember how connected we all actually are, and how much you truly have, and how much you truly can do and have access to. You might be hyper-focused on something that you want, ignoring what you already have. And I know it can be very, very hard to not want to distract ourselves or to get that dopamine hit or whatever, but I think experiencing more stillness, more mundane energy might be good for you. I mean, a little bit of that is good for everybody, but the number 5 is about change, transformation, something coming to an end and something beginning. That's a transformation. That's a change. So you are being called to embrace change inside and out, and or out. It just depends on who's watching this. But definitely go at your own pace. There's no need to rush anything. All that matters is that you stay focused and you keep putting in consistent effort. Adding up these numbers, 6 plus 8 is 14, 14 plus 5 is 19. There's 2 messages here with the number 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, which is a little bit of a reminder that your spirit guides are near, and 1 plus 0 is 1, which is a message to trust yourself. You could be seeing, feeling like you're having communications, spiritual communications with your spirit guides, and there is confirmation of that for you. Now that I'm done interpreting the number 685, I'm going to draw out 1 card from the Prisma Visions Tarot to see what your current situation is and how it relates to, that energy of 685, unconditional love, temptation, letting go, interconnectedness, and change. There's a message here as well about remembering the impact and the influence that you have. You will always have impact and influence because everything is connected through energy, and that's why it's so important to be mindful of your energy and how you are expressing yourself, because it will have an impact not only on you but those around you, whether it's for better or for worse. So be mindful. I have the Empress in reverse. It has the planet of Venus as well as the heart and the sacral chakras. The Empress also has the number 3 on it up here. I just heard strike 3 and you're out. Maybe there could be something significant here about baseball for somebody, or just sports in general. I don't know, I think I just heard something about somebody struck their 3rd inning. I don't watch any sports, so I have no idea what any of this means. But the number 3 is about healing, partially. It's also about expressing yourself, growth. I'm feeling a focus here on the opposite of growth, which is decay. And I just got focused or fixated on a word that says support on this piece of paper here. If you need help or if you need support, don't be afraid to ask for it. The Empress in reverse is a very heavy, smothering, demanding type of energy, and I feel like this is what you project towards yourself you put a lot of pressure on yourself and you set very high expectations for yourself. And this might translate into being hard on others, or having very high expectations of others. Make sure if you're setting standards or boundaries that you can also meet those standards or respect those boundaries if you were in that person's shoes. I think having more empathy for yourself could really, really just help make life in general less tense, there would be less tension, less stress, less headaches. You might feel called to doing more meditation. Whoever's watching this, earlier whenever I said it might be healthy for you to be more still and less distracted from what's going on the inside, that's definitely true here. Whenever you are yearning for something that you can't have, that's the perfect opportunity or sign to look within, not only to heal, but to also learn and do something great with that wisdom. I just looked down at the timer and I saw the number 111. I also saw 101 before. You might feel like a beginner at something. The TV show Zoe 101 could be significant, or the name Zoe. 111, I already told you earlier that the number 1 is about trusting yourself. So that message is really, really being emphasized here. There's something that the universe and your spirit guides really, really want to trust yourself on, that is going to help liberate you of the pressure that you have on yourself, or that someone else could be putting on you. This could definitely be an energy outside of you, but like I said in the beginning, it really definitely seems to be focused more on you than anyone outside of you. It could be both. You know, you're getting pressure from yourself and those outside of you, and the reason why you're getting pressure from people outside of you is because you put that same pressure on yourself, and so you don't see how you might not see how it's problematic in that way. I just saw the number 10 on the timer. I've been seeing that number a lot lately. 1 plus 2 is 3. So again, you're really, really being encouraged to heal, so that way you can gain control not only over your life, but also how you express yourself and ultimately what you manifest or attract. You can protect yourself from the level of disappointment or frustration or anguish that you may be experiencing. And disappointment, you know, these negative feelings are normal in life, but when they really weigh on us, it's not healthy. So it's okay, you know, you should give yourself permission to experience disappointment sometimes, because it's unrealistic to not allow yourself to do that. There could be someone here who is like, I don't know if this is the right word, but I want to say like chronically disappointed, or have a chronic fear of disappointment. It's just really, really hard to shake, and I feel like it makes it really hard for you to trust other people or opportunities that are true and real with good intentions, healthy intentions focused on growth. So whenever you do feel the heaviness, the frustration, allow yourself to slow down, embrace that slow, still energy, so you can connect with yourself on the inside and gain a much deeper understanding of yourself that will really not only help you recognize how much control you actually do have, but actually embrace your power. You deserve to use your voice to stand up for yourself and to protect yourself, whether that is from yourself or other people. Honestly, I feel like sometimes we can be our own biggest, worst enemy. So for someone out there, protecting yourself from yourself might be more of a pressing issue than protecting yourself from other people. So your current energy is that there's just a lot of heaviness here, a lot of darkness, frustration, sadness, depression, maybe numbness, depends on how intensely you are feeling things. I'm going to move on to drawing out a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what guidance or messages the universe and your spirit guides have for you. In general, I do feel connected to ancestor type of energy, so I wouldn't be surprised if someone did have ancestors present in this reading. I don't know. I feel like they're always present. You know, they just like to make themselves known at interesting times. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have the Death card with the number 13. This is basically a card communicating that you need to let something go. It's time to embrace the ending of something, and it feels more within, and it's something unhealthy. Maybe a certain way that you speak to yourself, your self-image. There's something about yourself that you're really, really being encouraged to let go, to not only make life easier, but also make your dreams, your deepest desires, your wishes come true, because you do deserve that too. Also, on both of these cards, I just realized these cards both use Roman numerals for the numbers. But we have the 3 with the 3 lines, and then the X with the 3 lines. So I really feel here that the number 3 is being emphasized here. Heal, heal, heal. And I said that 3 times at first in a row, unintentionally. Once you let something unhealthy or toxic from within go, I feel like you're really going to feel this sense of renewal, and you're going to have more energy. The moon here is sticking out. Perhaps something from your subconscious, for some reason I wanted to say unconscious, wants to come up to the surface, to be recognized, understood, and resolved. The Death card does have the number 13 on it, and I did feel a little bit drawn to it whenever I was looking down at the timer and I saw the number 13 with a different number. I didn't feel called to talk about it at the time, but the number 13 is about good luck, good fortune. I personally, I'm not a huge believer in luck. I do believe, you know, luck can exist, but it's very, I think a lot of the times the outcomes we face in life are because of our own actions, our own decisions, the way that we express ourselves, rather than luck. The idea of control is coming through again, because with the number 13 and good luck, it can also be a reminder that, you know, you are in control. You can have good things in life, and you can feel good about yourself. I'm feeling strong magician type of energy. I have not seen that card in such a long time. But the magician is I can type of energy, and I can type of mindset rather than I can't. So don't trap yourself with the idea that you can't do something when it's not true. Don't lie to yourself. Like we've been saying, me and spiritual beings, how you speak to yourself is important as part of how you treat yourself. Maybe that is what needs to come to an end. A narrative or a story that is a lie that you tell yourself about yourself and potentially about the world, but I don't want to keep repeating myself. This energy is more focused on you than outside of you. Maybe someone needs to hear that this reading, like for confirmation, it's about something going on within and not outside of you that needs to come to an end. The pressure that you're feeling, that really, really needs to be released, because you don't deserve to be carrying, you know, excess baggage or weight, or, you know, you don't deserve to feel dragged down or slowed down by your own thoughts and feelings that you have control over. You can protect yourself from feeling that weight, or maybe even dread. It's a balance, though. You have to allow yourself to feel what you feel without trying to change it. But when you do need to change it, you should. It can be a little bit of a complicated balance, too. But the way that I look at it is, whenever you're healing, whenever you feel the most stubborn, the most frustrated, the most irritated at this, your spirit guides, your beliefs, the universe, whatever, that's when you should just let yourself be and feel and express. And then once you're not feeling so stubborn and frustrated, that's when you should try to reason with yourself. Because think about it, if you're talking to someone you love, I don't think that you would talk to them if you think it would make it worse. So don't try to change your mind if you're not ready, because it might make it worse. Yeah. I think for now, just let yourself feel and express. Give yourself permission to just be. And when you're ready to change your mind, to change how you look at things, to change how you feel, then focus on doing that. It's processing your emotions is definitely a process. So, as a last message, I also want you to trust that process, that it is going to lead to good feelings and, you know, a sense of abundance from within and outside of you. And actually, as my last message, I just looked down at the timer and I saw the number 222, which is confirming here to let something go and to find balance. Basically, someone or something is really throwing you off balance. Mostly yourself, could be someone outside of you, but just take it however it resonates. It's time to let that devil energy go, some sort of unhealthy attachment.